When we look at VCU and the run they're making, Coach, and one of the most impressive things to me was they got up big on Kansas, and then when Kansas got the game within 2 and the bright lights were on and the pressure was on, a team that had never been in this position, really that's when they excelled even more and pulled away from Kansas. Where does that come from?
Well, it comes back to the thought today that there aren't any poorly coached teams. Coaching has improved enormously over the years. Everybody has a better concept of how to teach the game of basketball than they did 20 years ago. And the idea of VCU going, it's neat, it's interesting, but they've got good players. My wife was watching VCU Kansas, and she had a great thought. She said, VCU is a real rangy team. They're long. They're tough to score against. They're quick-footed. They cover territory. They're a good defensive team. And when you're good defensively, and that's right at the very beginning of a game, throughout the game, is a tough thing for anybody to play against. And they just happen to be a team that's as good as anybody in the tournament.
Had Jimmy Dykes on this morning, who's done a terrific job for us over the last couple of weeks breaking down these games, college basketball analyst, and he was talking about the success of VCU, this run, which is clearly the story of this March Madness.
That, to me, is a great example of what emotion and passion and purpose and togetherness can do for any group, any organization out there, because VCU has done it, and they're good. You can only use that purpose and drive and passion and play hard and prove someone wrong for so long. At some point, you got to be pretty darn good, and these guys are good. The little Rodriguez kid, terrific point guard. Skeen can hold his own with anybody. Burgess is a mismatch, whether you play him at the 2 or the 3, and they're playing just a high level right now, especially shooting the basketball.
Again, I can't tell you enough how impressed. They got to get off to the big lead, okay, against Kansas, 14 at halftime, up to 18. But then Kansas makes a comeback, and you figured they would get it to within 2. I really was. I was watching that game saying, oh, okay. They played about a half and a little more, and that's going to be it. Kansas is going to take over. And VCU, they did not let the moment get too big for them. I was so impressed with the way they played after Kansas got it to 2.